Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the Shiny Raikou channel. Now today we're going to go through another Nibiru combo for the Dracoslayer deck. So we're just going to go and play through Nibiru. The requirements are Joker, Majesty Pegasus, and any level 4 or lower monster. You just actually need a monster that cross you can summon back and you're good. I'm specifically working with this because it's a level 2, so it's the hardest to work with, just to show you. So first up, normal summon Joker. We're going to put it right here. Use effect. We're going to add Revolution. We're going to use Revolution effect. Pitch, add Luster. So we're going to now scale Luster and Majesty. We're going to use Majesty's effect. Add Power Loader. Notice I'm not going to destroy the Luster in this scenario. Now I'm going to use Luster's effect, pop Majesty, and get a Nox copy. We're going to activate the Dino. Use effect, special summon, Synchro into Ignister, and Ignister's effect to special summon from the deck. In this scenario, I'm going to summon Power Loader because I want it to, in case if I get Nibiru'd, I get a free add back, which is going to be crucial. So I'm going to link with both into or Beyond, and Beyond's effect will add Astrograph. Now let me scale this up first. Now there are two elements to this. This combo cannot be done without Astrograph, nor can it be done without Ignister already in the graveyard. So that was the real reason why I went into that instead of straight into Beyond. You need Ignister in the graveyard and you need Astrograph in hand. That's the key way to play through Nibiru. Now it's time to Pendulum. There are only two monsters you're going to Pendulum back that makes sense, which is these two. And on summon, Majesty's effect. So you'll add Sky Iris, but your opponent will Nibiru here. If they don't, you're going to dive straight into your Apolloso. So they must, or there will not be a next chance for them. So they Nibiru. In response to our activation, we get the token in the most worst spot, and we'll add our Sky Iris and then pitch the one card. Now we'll get Dinosaur Power effect, and he will add back any Dracoslayer. In this scenario, I want to add back specifically Pegasus because she's a spellcaster. No other specific reason. Now activate the Sky Iris. I'm putting it in a location where we can all see and acknowledge it. I'll use the Sky Iris to pop Loader. There's no big deal. You could have popped anyone. It's just that this has an awkward high scale in 6 when 8 is the best to see. So you don't really want that. So moving on. So we'll pop and we're going to add Revolution. Notice I don't use my Astrograph here. I'm going to use Revolution in scale, pop itself, and summon back Ignister. I'll get the Astrograph effect now because I specifically wanted back another Revolution Dragon. And we add it back. The monster positions don't actually matter as yet, but I'm going to scale this for now. Ignister's effect, I get to summon from deck. I am summoning this. Note where I summoned each Dracoslayer. My apologies, not where. Which ones do I summon? Because the aim of it is that I need one Dino in deck to make it become a tuner of this effect. So you have to hold back one Dino in deck to do this combo. Or you could be playing the vanilla, which I just took out of my deck because I wanted to reduce the deck count. So link off with both into Cross Sheep, and then I'll fusion summon by attributing both into Dinister. Cross Sheep effect, I get a pullback. I already set this up in graveyard. What would be nice is if this was a spellcaster instead of this. Like, it'd save you a lot of trouble. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to use the Dinister Power. Special summon from hand, because you can special from hand or grave, and I'll link with both of these into Celine. Celine's effect, I'll get 3 counters on her, and from here I'll use the Revolution Dragon, pop it itself, and bring back Ignister. I'll use Ignister's effect to special summon Majesty from deck because I in specific need a spellcaster, so it has to be her. And from here, you can do this any way you want. the only monsters that's going to stay is Majesty, but everything else is going to go. I need to get rid of Ignister no matter what, which is why I summoned it there. So I could use these two and go into Virus Effect, summon 0-day, then I'll Exceed. Is here I'm going to Exceed? Yeah, I think so. I'm going to Exceed into Lugaris the Timeless and use this effect to get back my Ignister. I don't even think that was the right spot. My apologies. Yeah, here's it. I'm just going to work with the misplay regardless. So I'm going to get back my Ignister. I think it has to summon in defense as well. Not a big deal. Link off with both. And I'll get my Berserker. Berserker's effect, I'll summon back both. Alright, so note to self. I really and truly wanted Ignister in the corner. That's why I played it like that. But it didn't matter. Get Singularity. No, I'll use effect of Selene to reborn a spellcaster. That's why we exceeded with Pegasus and went out of our way to get it from the deck. And I'll now use Ignister's effect to summon my Phoenix from deck, and I'll use the effect to pop it and the Nibiru that my opponent would control. So I'll shuffle that back in, and I'll use the Ignis effect to special summon the last Dracoslayer from deck. Well, the last Dracoslayer it can summon from deck. That's going to be able to be used. So I'll summon Power Loader from deck, and it's a tuner because I use Ignis to summon it, and I'll Synchro into Borrel. Borrel will use his effect to equip back this card, and 3 counters. If I could just find 3 on the dice. Alright, perfect. I already used the Ignister's effect, so I can go ahead and link with both of these into Firewall. I'll now use Firewall's effect, and I'm going to get back Revolution from the graveyard. This is the very first one I pitched at the start of the duel. I'll activate it, and then the play here is to link off with Firewall into World Seas Dragon, Zelantis. Then from here, I'll use Revolution to pop itself and reborn the Ignister. Fortunately, this one can be summoned in attack position. Now, I'll use the Ignister's effect to get the last Ignis from deck. The whole point of this was to go into Apollos of 4/4. And your Firewall Singularity will reborn your Firewall because a monster point went to the graveyard, and this Firewall has been reset, so it can bounce back too. So despite getting Nibiru, you have 4 monster negate and Omni negate. These bounce back to I think to know, like, persons don't really understand. I probably could have won a matchup without these two. That's how powerful these two are together. Because example, Dragon Link player, they cannot beat you with this, just these two. If they summon 2 monsters, including Lightworm, use Firewall to bounce both of them. And you can also wait until they have made their Link 2. From the Link 2 is played, they'll most likely play Pisty. When they trigger Pisty's effect, you chain and get rid of everything. There's no way they can make back a board after that. So 2 waves of this, actually 2 waves of bounces, can most times win a duel by itself. So the Appaloosa for 4 and the Nibiru is overkill. My apologies, the Borrel. These two tend to be overkill. This is really here for evenly match, because the deck does have problems against that, as evenly match is a hell of a card. Not even going to skip around or beat around the bush. So it's really there for that, and Appaloosa for 4 is devastating. So Still 7 interruptions despite being nibiru. And this is it, boys. Alright, so you guys can tell me what you think about this combo in the comment section down below. I know it's a bit different because I have like 2 fresh stones empty, and the board is different, but yeah, it's the same concept. So that's it from me. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.